How did a kid from Toronto become one of the most influential artists of our generation? From a television actor to a global music icon, his journey is a masterclass in ambition, strategy, and cultural domination. He didn't just climb to the top of the charts, he built an empire that reshaped the sound and business of modern music. We'll uncover his early struggles, his game-changing breakthrough, and the shrewd moves that turned a rapper into a brand. Stay till the end to discover the secret behind Drake's unstoppable rise. Aubrey Drake Graham was born in Toronto, Canada, into a world of diverse cultural and artistic influences. His father, an African-American Catholic drummer from Memphis, and his mother, a white Jewish Canadian educator, gave him a unique lens through which to see the world. Raised in the affluent Forest Hill neighborhood, his life wasn't a rags-to-riches story in the traditional hip-hop sense, but it was filled with its own set of challenges. Following his parents' divorce when he was 5, he was raised by his mother, often feeling like an outsider navigating two different worlds, his predominantly white wealthy neighborhood and the rich musical heritage of his father's life in Memphis. This duality would become a cornerstone of his artistic identity. Before he was a rapper, the world knew him as Jimmy Brooks on the hit Canadian teen drama Degrassi: The Next Generation. For years, he was the kid in the wheelchair, a role that gave him his first taste of fame and a steady paycheck that supported his family. But while acting paid the bills, music was his true passion. He spent his nights and weekends honing his craft, writing rhymes, and dreaming of a life beyond the television set. These early years instilled in him a relentless work ethic and a deep-seated drive to prove that he was more than just a character on a screen. The transition from a familiar television star to an unproven rapper was a massive gamble. The industry was skeptical. Could the kid from Degrassi really be taken seriously in the world of hip-hop? Drake answered that question with sheer persistence. His first mixtapes, Room for Improvement and Comeback Season, were his training ground. They were raw, ambitious, and showed glimpses of the artist he would become. He was grinding, handing out CDs, and leveraging his modest fame to get his music into the right hands. The turning point, the moment that shifted everything, was the 2009 mixtape So Far Gone. This wasn't just another collection of songs, it was a mission statement. It completely subverted the hyper-masculine, gangsta rap that dominated the era. Instead, Drake offered vulnerability. He blended confident raps with melodic, introspective singing, lamenting over lost loves and anxieties about fame. Tracks like Best I Ever Had and Successful were built on atmospheric, moody production that created a whole new vibe. He released it for free online, a savvy move that bypassed traditional gatekeepers and allowed him to build a direct relationship with a rapidly growing fan base. The buzz became a roar, catching the attention of every major label and, most importantly, Lil Wayne, who signed him to his Young Money Entertainment imprint. Drake had successfully broken out of the acting box and laid the foundation for a new era in hip-hop. With the industry's full attention, Drake's ascent went into overdrive. His 2010 debut album, Thank Me Later, arrived with sky-high expectations and delivered, debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200. It cemented his signature style, a fluid, seamless blend of rapping and singing that became his trademark. He wasn't the first to do it, but he perfected it for the mainstream, making it not just acceptable, but desirable for a rapper to be emotionally open and melodically inclined. This created a new lane in music, influencing a generation of artists who followed. His choice of collaborations was strategic and expansive, working with everyone from Jay-Z and Kanye West to Rihanna and Nicki Minaj, proving he could hold his own with legends while building chemistry with his peers. Iconic tracks from this era tell the story of his rise. Best I Ever Had was the perfect crossover hit, a sweet, catchy ode that dominated radio waves. Later, Started From the Bottom became a global anthem. While critics debated the authenticity of his bottom, the song's message of ambition and loyalty resonated universally. It wasn't just a song, it was a declaration of victory. Awards and records began to pile up at an astonishing rate. Grammys, Billboard chart records that rivaled the Beatles, and countless other accolades confirmed his status not just as a star, but as a dominant force in music. Drake's vision extended far beyond the recording studio. He understood that to achieve true longevity, he needed to build a brand, a culture, an empire. The centerpiece of this empire is OVO, or October's Very Own. What started as a blog and a simple owl logo evolved into a multifaceted powerhouse. OVO Sound became his record label, a home for like-minded artists like Party Next Door and Majid Jordan, which helped shape and popularize the Toronto sound. The OVO clothing clothing line transformed the owl into a status symbol, a minimalist icon of cool seen on fans worldwide. And the OVO Fest became an annual pilgrimage for hip-hop fans, a celebration of music where Drake would bring out a legendary roster of surprise guests, solidifying Toronto's place on the global music map. His business acumen was further demonstrated through landmark partnerships. His deal with Apple Music was groundbreaking, making him a central figure in the streaming wars and giving him a global platform with OVO Sound Radio. His collaboration with Nike, particularly the Nocta sub-label, wasn't just a sneaker deal, it was an integration into the fabric of one of the world's biggest brands. He uses social media with surgical precision, turning his own life into content, creating viral memes, and controlling the narrative around his career with a savvy that few can match. This is the making of a modern legend in the digital age. No legendary career is without its trials, and Drake has faced his share of challenges and controversies head on. He has navigated a minefield of public criticism, from accusations of using ghostwriters to debates about his cultural authenticity. One of the most defining moments of his career was his highly public feud with rapper Meek Mill. When Meek accused Drake of not writing his own lyrics, it was a direct attack on his credibility as a rapper. In the world of hip-hop, this is a serious charge, but instead of shying away, Drake went on the offensive. He responded with 2 diss tracks, Charged Up and the devastating Back to Back. The latter was a masterclass in modern beef. It was clever, catchy, and perfectly timed, dominating social media and effectively ending the battle in the court of public opinion. He turned a potential career crisis into a resounding victory, demonstrating his resilience and strategic thinking. Throughout his career, he has been a target for rumors and a constant subject of public scrutiny, a byproduct of his immense fame. Yet he consistently manages to absorb the pressure, often channeling it back into his music. He has learned to wear his heart on his sleeve, turning his perceived sensitivity into a strength, and proving that navigating controversy with intelligence and confidence is a key part of staying on top. Drake's impact on music is undeniable and far-reaching. He changed the hip-hop and pop sound for a generation by erasing the line between hardcore rap and melodic singing. He made vulnerability mainstream in rap, opening the door for artists to explore love, heartbreak, and anxiety. His influence is heard everywhere, from new rappers' flows to moody pop beats. He put Toronto on the map like no artist before, popularizing the Toronto sound, dark, ambient, emotionally charged, through his OVO sound label. But his reach goes beyond North America. He absorbs global sounds, UK drill, Caribbean dancehall, Nigerian Afro beats, and introduces them to a massive audience. His constant evolution while staying true to himself keeps him relevant. He doesn't just follow trends, he sets them. What's the secret behind his decade-long dominance? It's a mix of persistence, grinding from mixtapes to stardom, innovation, rewriting rap's rules, and using the internet to build a movement, authenticity, being unapologetically himself, confident yet insecure, and sharp business sense, building the OVO empire with partnerships like Apple and Nike. This blend of drive, revolutionary sound, emotional honesty, and business skill fuels Drake's unstoppable rise. It shows success requires mastery of both craft and brand. That's how Aubrey Graham became Drake, a modern legend who defined a decade of music. What's your favorite Drake song or moment? Share in the comments. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives on icons who changed the game. Thanks for watching. Who would you like to see next? Hey, if you're serious about starting or scaling a YouTube channel without ever showing your face or being a traditional YouTuber, I've got something you need to check out. I'm talking about Tube Mastery and Monetization 3.0 by Matt Parr. This course breaks down exactly how he runs over a dozen profitable YouTube channels and pulls in 7 figures from them, step by step. You get access to a private mastermind community, detailed video modules, proven strategies for niche research, content creation, optimization, monetization, and even scaling by outsourcing. Plus, there are amazing bonuses included like fill-in-the-blank video scripts, niche lists with 239 plus example channels, case studies, and more. Everything to fast-track your YouTube success. Right now, the price is still at an early bird rate, but heads up, it's going up soon. If you want to start a real location-independent YouTube business that actually works, don't wait. I've dropped the link in the description below. Click it to get instant access and start building your profitable YouTube empire today. And remember, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's totally risk-free.